Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a more kind of in-depth foundation, highlight and contour routine. I'm going to go through all of the steps with cream contour and powder contour and all that jazz. So if you want to see how I do my highlight and contour routine, then please just keep watching. So I already put my brows on before starting this video. I know it looks a little crazy right now, they literally look like caterpillars on my face. But I swear when all the rest of the makeup's done, it actually looks normal. So first I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Step 1 Equaliser. It's just like a smoothing primer. It's kind of similar to like the Professional or the Dr. Jart Pores No More primer. I like to just put this in my T-zone where my pores are the largest. The next step obviously is going to be foundation, and I'm actually going to mix two different ones together today to get the right shade. I'm going to go in with my Bourjois Healthy Skin Foundation, which is a really great drugstore foundation, and then my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in 6.5. I like to just dot it around my face before blending it in. And then going in with my Real Techniques Damp Beauty Sponge, I'm just going to blend all of that in. So next I'm going to cream contour my face, and I prefer to do the contour before I do the concealer, just that way if you mess up or take it too far down or whatever, you can just clean it up after. I'm going to be taking my NYX Wonderstick in medium. It just looks like this. It's really blendable and super cheap as well, so it's great. I'm just going to take this in each of the areas that I want to carve out. And take a fair amount of product, like don't be shy. Under the lip, because that'll make your lips look fuller. Get rid of that double chin, because every little helps. And I don't really tend to cream contour my nose, I just go in with powders because I think it looks less harsh, and I'll show you how to do that later. So to blend this out, I like to use this really dense sculpting brush from Real Techniques. I just kind of use patting motions rather than wiping motions because I feel like that just blends it out more evenly. And try to just focus the product where you placed it rather than, you know, moving it around too much on your face, because you want to keep it in the areas that you placed it. Just pat, pat, pat. And voila! So now I'm going to go in with my concealer in all the high points of my face, and I'm going to take my favourite concealer, which is the Naked Skin Weightless Concealer in the colour Light. Personally, I like quite a lot of coverage. And also the further you take it in on your nose, the smaller it makes your nose look. And then again, blending in with my Real Techniques sponge. Just using pouncing motions, again, you do not want to wipe because you'll just take the product away and also move the foundation underneath. Again, just take your time with the blending. You want to make sure that it all blends seamlessly together and just looks like skin. Great skin. So you want to make sure that you go in and set your concealer immediately to avoid any creasing underneath the eyes. I have quite wrinkly under eyes, so I need to make sure that I do this pretty quickly. And I'm going to take my new favourite setting powder of the moment, which is the Instant Retouch powder from Soap & Glory. It's just a translucent powder that looks like this, and it's just really great. I've been loving it. And to set that, I'm just going to take a Real Techniques setting brush. Setting all these areas not only avoids creasing, but it also just makes sure that the makeup is going to last you all day. Some people do bake, but for me personally, I can't really bake my under eyes because it ends up just looking really dry and cakey. This way just works better for me. I'm also going to use this same powder to set the rest of my face. I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush. This one is from Real Techniques. I'd always recommend setting your face before you go in with any more powders on top of your cream contour, because if you put a contour colour straight on top of the cream, sometimes it can like drag and cause patchiness. This way, it just blends so much better. It makes your life easier. So first I'm just going to contour my nose, and I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which looks like this. And it's not too dark, so it's, you know, easy to build up and it doesn't look too harsh or crazy. So I'm just going to use this little Coastal Scents brush. It's just like a tiny little fluffy brush, and do kind of 2 lines down the middle. Now obviously the further in that you take the lines, the smaller it's going to make your nose look. Obviously everyone's nose is different, so you just have to kind of judge it on your own face. So I like to do 2 lines down here and shade underneath, just because then it kind of pushes up your nose a little bit. And you can actually drag this up and into your crease, just to make it look more seamless. As you can see, it's nothing too harsh. I just like to do a nice subtle nose contour. And then afterwards, this is a trick I've learned from watching other YouTube videos. Take your Real Techniques sponge, making sure it's damp, and then go in with some loose translucent powder. This is my Mercier. I mean, I definitely need to purchase a new one because it's nearly gone. And take a bit on your sponge, and then bake the sides of your nose, because obviously if you highlight further in, it actually makes your nose look smaller, and this also helps clean up the sides of the contour that we've just done. So we're just going to let that sit there while we contour the rest of our face. What contour colour am I going to use today? So to contour today, oh god, I look so crazy. To contour today, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which has been a favourite of mine for so long. The colours are so nice and they blend so easily. As you can see, I've already hit pan on this middle highlight shade right here. It's like a kind of banana shade, and it's just so beautiful. And we will use that today as well. But first, I'm going to go in with the middle shade to go over my cream contour. And to do that, I'm going to take my Morphe M530. It looks like this. It's just perfect. It fits perfectly in like the hollows of my cheeks personally. So I'm just going to take a little bit of product and then build it up, because again, you do not want that super harsh looking contour. And blend, 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 because these are super pigmented, so you do need to be careful. So obviously where you do highlight and contour your face depends on the type of face shape that you have. I do like to do my forehead and my temples, just because I feel like it's kind of big. But if you do have a small forehead, you don't need to do that obviously, and if you don't have a little double chin going on, then you don't need to do that either. And then you can kind of soften that nose contour. And if you need to, just go back in again if you've lost too much of the definition. Sorry, I'm putting that right in your face. So a great tip to get you that nice sharp contour if you've, you know, brought it down a little bit too much like I have here. Then just take your loose translucent powder. I'm going to go with my Laura Mercier again, and then the damp sponge. And then you just bake underneath that contour. Just like that. And then go in and do the rest of your makeup, and then wipe it away, and you'll have a super clean and sharp contour to cut a biatch. Now for some extra coverage in my highlighted areas, I'm going to take my favourite shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the one that's a pan, and again using my setting brush from Real Techniques. So while we wait for my contour to bake, I'm going to highlight my face, and I mean like proper highlight my face with shimmery highlight. I'm going to take my Sleek Makeup Solstice palette, which is so pretty, and I'm going to take this shade right here. I think it's called Subsolar. I think I've got that right. But yeah, I'm just going to take another, oh, I swear it's all Real Techniques today. I'm going to take my Real Techniques little fan brush, just like this. I'm going to take an obscene amount of product and just highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, all that jazz, you know the drill. I'm just going to wipe away that bake with my Coastal Scents stippling brush. A great little trick to kind of blend and soften your contour is actually to take some of your face powder and just kind of go over it with a big fluffy brush. Just to make it look a little bit more natural and like you're naturally sculpted, because that would be the dream. So that's kind of it for like the foundation, highlight and contour routine. I'm going to go away and do the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back to you guys. I finished my makeup off camera. I really hope that you guys found this video informative and you learnt maybe something new about your highlight and contour routine and you might give it a go. If you did like the video, make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!